From Municipal Stadium in Waterbury, Connecticut, the Post Eagles are back home after a doubleheader down in Delaware yesterday, looking to win a decisive Game 3 in this weekend series with another top team in the CACC ranks. It's the Wilmington Wildcats facing off against the Post Eagles. Patrick Grudberg happy to be here live from Waterbury Game 3 in this weekend set. Doubleheader yesterday at Wilmington. Split between the two teams. Post took game 1 16-6 in 8 innings. And then Wilmington responded with a 4-0 shutout win in game 2. On the mound for Post to start today's contest is going to be Zion Frazier. Number 3, the junior from New London, Connecticut. Pitched 20 and 1/3 innings. He's backed up by the following defensive group. The Contreras catching, Keller at third, Cornwell at short, Vega at second, DiFrancesco at first. Alfala's the DH. And from left to right in the outfield, it's Cohen, Diaz, and Hartman. Wilmington Wildcats enter today at 25-11, 17-5. In conference, in second place, in prime position for a home series in the first round of the conference tournament, which is coming up in just a couple weeks. And they will bat with the following lineup: Jordan Santiago, Tyler Purring, Zach Freem, Chase Fleming, the cleanup hitter in the 4 spot, Brian Klump, Cam Trago batting 6th, Stephen Catch, Braden Hostetter, and the 9-hole hitter, Garrett Quinn. Post is coached by Ray Skold. Got a chance to speak with him along with Brian August, the head coach of the Wilmington Wildcats. Great conversations with those two. One last warm-up pitch from Frazier, and we're ready to get things started here at Municipal. Digging in is Jordan Santiago, the catcher. And we will get this one started. First pitch swung at into right field. Hartman tracking back to make the grab for an easy out number 1. Tyler Perung, the number 2 hitter. Second baseman today for the Wildcats. .394 batting average this season. Gonna look at the first pitch, in for a strike. The 1. Hacked at foul. Quickly in an 0-2 count. The 1-2, 1 out. Breaking ball, strike 3. Rung him up on the off speed. Breaking ball on the inside of the plate, just caught the strike zone and sits down Purring looking for 2 quick outs. The number 3 hitter, Zach Frame, playing center field this afternoon for Brian August. Looks at a strike delivered in right down the middle. Frame a .378 batting average, 90 at bats. A .611 slugging percentage to go with that. Now with a 1-1 count. Swung foul. Frazier trying to get out of the first inning with a very quick start here. The 1-2. Just hit foul down the third base line. One, two. Just off the plate. Ties it up 2-2. Pitch. Off the plate. Count is full. Full count. Hit to left field. Cohen tracking over and makes the play. A diving grab in foul territory ends the top of the first. A great catch from Cohen, and the Eagles will be up to bat in the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first here at Municipal Stadium. On the bump for Wilmington this afternoon, it's MJ Phillips, number 34, the junior from Norfolk, Virginia. Has spent some time at a couple other schools during his college career. USC Upstate, Paul Camp Community College, and most recently Towson. Actually hit a 2-run home run in the first inning of the second game yesterday that sparked the win at 4-0 shutout. Only pitched 3 1/3 innings this season, so hasn't gotten a lot of work. Getting the nod from Brian August this afternoon in the rubber match. He'll be backed up by Santiago behind the dish. From right to left in the infield, Fleming at first, Perung at second, Quinn at third, and Catch at third. Quinn at short, From left to right in the outfield, it's Trago, Frame, and Hostetter. DHing for the Wildcats will be Klump. Phillips, a two-way player for sure. He had the home run yesterday, like I said. 33 at-bats on the year, so he's done a little bit of both as a transfer coming in. Gets his last warm-up pitch in as Jesse Alfala steps in for the Eagles, wearing their orange uniforms. Wilmington in their away grays, the green and black trim. So the lefty Phillips on the mound to start Game 3 of this weekend series. His first pitch in for a strike on the outside corner. Outside again, that time off the plate. 1-1. Foul behind. 1-2 to Alfala. Hit foul again. Knowing that Phillips has only pitched 3 innings so far this season, curious to see how long he'll stay on the mound. Is he just an opener, maybe pitch the first couple innings, then hand it off? As that one goes high. 2-2 now. Off the plate again, that time a breaking ball. Phillips misses and the count is full. Three-two. Ball 4. Alfala works a walk. His 19th walk of the season. Now Joey Cohen stepping in, the left fielder who just made that awesome play out in foul territory to end the top of the inning. He gets a chance at the dish now. Big hack there, strike 1. Cohen had 3 RBIs in the win in Game 1 of yesterday's doubleheader. Transferred in from SUNY Westchester Community College, the junior from Woodmere, New York. As Phillips throws over to first. The Eagles this season, not the most dangerous or active, might be the better word, on the base paths in 2026. Only 51 stolen bags towards the bottom of the conference. That one misses low. Cohen 85 at bats, 318 average. Primarily a contact hitter, only 5 extra base hits on the year. And he slaps that one opposite field. Shallow right, making the grab is Hostetter. Came charging in. Alfala stays at first. And 1 out for Manny Contreras. Leads posts in a bunch of different categories. Batting average, hits, doubles, homers, RBIs. A .653 slugging percentage along with a .465 on base. He does it all for Coach Skold's group. Also such a huge piece catching behind the plate. He's got a man on first in his first at-bat today. Off the plate. Contreras holds off there, and 2-0 count. In a position here to get a little bit more aggressive maybe. Alfala on first, ready to run. Pitch, low, ball 3. The 3-0. Ball 4. 2 walks. Worked by this Eagles top of the lineup. MJ Phillips walked 2 batters. And a big spot here for Max DiFrancesco, the first baseman, with 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. .274 batting average on the season, 20 hits, and 73 at bats for the first baseman. That one way inside, almost caught him there. Now, mound visit, try to settle down Phillips as the Wildcats try to get this thing under control and make sure they don't give up any runs here in the first inning. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier, got a chance to speak with Brian August, the head coach of the Wilmington Wildcats. Talked about how the team, of course, has a great record on paper, but there's still things that they want to improve on, particularly their defense. So their pitching's been average, and he wants the defense to improve as they round into shape in the final month. Wildcats do lead the conference in errors at 72. Something to look out for today, especially with a pitcher who hasn't seen a lot of work this season, who might need some help from his defense. Delivers a strike that time. Stephen Catch in at third base. DiFrancesco fights it off. It's a 1-2 count. The pitch. Laid off. A breaking ball there that just dipped at the strike zone. The 2-2. Way outside. Another off speed. Phillips frustrated. Trying to get control. A lot of noise coming from the home team dugout. Full count. Popped up to right. Down the first base line. Unable to make the catch was Fleming. Trailing back from first. Loses his hat and cannot make the grab. DiFrancesco will dig back in. A full count and a runner in scoring position. Alfala at second. Contreras at first. Both earned walks to start the inning. Hit sharply to right. There will be no play at the plate. Alfala stays at third, but it's a single for Max DiFrancesco, and the bases are loaded. There's a chance there that Jesse Alfala could round third, but he decided to hold him up. Wasn't hit deep enough into right field. Hostetter was with that one pretty quick. And Andrew Hartman, the right fielder, steps in here with the bases juiced. Try to blow this one open in the first inning. Swings at the first pitch. Hartman batting .345 this season. Now just having a conversation with Hartman, who kind of favoring his neck area. Enters back into the batter's box, the lefty. Lefty on lefty with Phillips on the mound. Chopped at with a check swing. Over 20 pitches with only one out so far this inning. 3 runners on the base pass. Alfala at third, Contreras at second, DeFrancesco at first. All ready to run at anything hit into the outfield. 0-2. Upstairs, the breaking ball didn't reach back down into the strike zone. 1-2. The 1-2. Inside. Almost clipped Hartman's elbow. Pitch. Hitting the gap and gets through. One will score. Contreras heading home. Play at the plate. A collision. He's safe. The throw was off right down the third baseline, which forced the catcher Santiago to move right towards Contreras as he barreled home. But as of now, a 2 RBI single for Andrew Hartman. Jordan Santiago pleading his case as the umpires chat near the pitcher's mound. Can't really be a question of blocking the plate because the call was safe. And the call on the field is that the runner was safe. But it looks like Brian August wants to have more of a conversation with the umpire crew. "26 pitches for MJ Phillips. Had done some work at the plate yesterday with that 2-run homer in the second game of the doubleheader. Now on the mound, trusted to start this one. Hasn't gone as he would have expected now with runners on the corners if things hold as the conversation continues over near the first baseline between Brian August and this umpire crew. Kevin Diaz is waiting to step into the box as the number 6 hitter. been talking for quite a while now. And the home plate umpire already announced that the base runner was safe. Having another conversation on the bump. And it looks like MJ Phillips' day is going to be done after only a third of an inning. Not the ideal start for the junior. They'll look to someone else to get him out of this first inning jam. Runners on the corners. Post leads 2-0. On the mound, the Wildcats going with the freshman from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Brody Gebhard. The righty coming in relief for MJ Phillips after getting one batter out, but walking two, giving up a single, and then a 2 RBI single to add to it all. Andrew Hartman drove in both Alfala and Contreras. It's given Post a 2-0 lead early in the first inning. Gebhard with a 10.73 ERA, 24 in the third innings pitched. Struck out 33 batters so far this season. And Kevin Diaz's long wait will be over. Now finally gets a step into the box. And Ray Skold had high praise for Diaz, not just what he's done as a hitter, but especially in the field, playing in center for Post this season. Said he makes plays out there that few center fielders can in this league. Some of the plays he's made out there have been insane. And we saw a spectacular catch from the left fielder, Joey Cohen, in the top of the first inning. We'll see if Diaz has any web gems in store this afternoon. He'll dig in as the first batter to face Brody Gebhard. Runners on the corners, one out, and Diaz at the dish. First pitch, in for a strike. Wildcats started out with the lefty Phillips, now with a righty on the mound. That one escapes outside. Diaz this season, .272 average, 81 at-bats, 14 RBIs. That one sharply hit to right. One will score. Hartman stays at second. It's an RBI single for Kevin Diaz, and it's 3-0 Post. Evan Cornwell, the number 7 hitter, the shortstop lefty, up to the plate with the runner in scoring position and 2 on, and still only with 1 out. It was Joey Cohen who flew out to shallow right as the second hitter up. 2 walks and 3 singles. All to right field. One to Cornwell. Hit right down the third base line, skips into the outfield. Rounding third is Hartman. He will score, and it's another RBI single, 4-0. Back-to-back-to-back RBI singles. Hartman scores from second. Diaz over to second base. And Hunter Keller, the third baseman, trying to continue the hit parade here in the first. And first pitch swung at into left center. That'll score Diaz. Keller goes back to first. Runners at the corners. Another RBI single as this Post lineup continues to blow the game open, 5-0. Well, after watching the last 4 batters step up and drive a run home, you'd think Rene Vega would want to join in as the number 9 hitter, number 88. Looks at strike 1 as Cornwell on third, Keller on first. Another looking strike. Vega 245 on 49 at bats. Driven in 11 runs this season. Playing second base this afternoon. Looking at an 0-2 count. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. .33 pitches in the first inning between Phillips and Gebhard. Fouled off. Zion Frazier made quick work of the Wildcats. First 3 batters, only 12 pitches against the top of the order there. And it's been the opposite for Wilmington. A chopper to second. They go to second base. And it's safe. Umpire says they did not flip it over in time. Cornwell will score from third. And it's a fielder's choice for Vega. We're back at the top of the order. Going back around a second time, still only one out. And now it looks like Keller heading back to the dugout. They did reverse the call. So Vega reaches on a fielder's choice. He's at first with 2 outs as Jesse Alfala back up to the dish after drawing a walk as the first batter this inning. Ages ago. Runner goes. Vega gets there in time. Steals a bag, and now a runner in scoring position for Alfala. Vega, his 4th stolen base of the year, 4 for 4 for number 88. The 1-0. Drops in for a strike. The 2-1. Swinging, strike 2. Alfala trying to extend the inning even more. 5 hits, 6 runs. As Vega takes a lead off second. Santiago had trouble handling it. Vega didn't test him. And another full count. 38 pitches thrown by the Wilmington pitching staff. Off the plate, Alfala, his 2nd walk of the inning. 2 runners on for Joey Cohen. Cohen, the only hitter in the lineup who flew out. The only other out coming on the base paths, and that one hit right behind. Cohen with 15 ribbies on the season, and that one gets away from Gebhard. One to Cohen. Drops in the dirt. This first inning has almost been 40 minutes long. There's a ball hit to right field, and that should do it for inning number 1. The Wildcats finally end the misery in the field, not before 6 runs come across home plate, 5 hits. And the Eagles with a healthy 6-0 lead as we head to the 2nd inning. Top of the second from Municipal Stadium. Wilmington Wildcats in a 6-0 hole after a disastrous start to this game 3, giving up 6 runs in the first inning. Had to pull the starter MJ Phillips. Brody Gebhard stepped in and did what he could. It's 4 earned runs for Phillips, 2 against Gebhard. As Chase Fleming will step in here and try to chip away and begin the process of climbing back into this contest. The first baseman, Fleming from Bear, Delaware, and was hit there, caught one on the elbow. So Wilmington gets on the base paths for the first time today via hit by pitch. Brian Klump, the DH, left-handed hitter. .254 batting average. 59 at-bats on the season. There's a breaking ball in for a strike. Drop back down into the zone. 15 RBIs for the Delaware native Klump. Sharply hit foul. And Post with that offensive explosion in the first. We saw it in the first game yesterday. A 10-run 8th inning to blow it open and basically end the game with the mercy rule in effect. Game finishes after 8 innings. They were down 3-0 after 2 innings yesterday. They come back and put a bunch of runs on the board. Now have a healthy cushion for Zion Frazier to work with. With a 2-2 count now to Klump. Off the plate. Count is full. Payoff pitch. Bounces over to the dugout. Throw over to first. Keeping Fleming honest there on the base paths. Again, fouled off. It remains 3-2. Fleming with double-digit steals, 11 this season. So somewhat of a threat on the base paths. Purring with 28 stolen bags is their main speed threat. And ball 4, hit by pitch and a walk. And the top of the second, starting in a similar way that the bottom of the first began for Post with 2 straight walks. And then it was the parade of singles. 2 on, no out. And Cam Trago, one of the most dangerous bats in the Wildcats lineup, at the dish. Hard swing and a miss. Trago, a .398 average, .772 slugging, including 8 homers, 5 triples, 12 doubles. He hits for power. And Brian August said that he batted 7th last year. He's batting 6th today. Typically bats either leadoff or third. But 6th today. He was 7th in the lineup last year. He's really worked on his game, got himself healthy, and he hits that one to short. Cornwell taps second for the double play. The throw to first beats out Trago. And 2 huge outs for Zion Frazier on the mound. Fleming moves over to third. It's a 6-3 double play. First pitch hit deep into left center field. Diaz trailing back and makes the play. Back-to-back innings for the Eagles in the outfield, ending it with spectacular grabs. They survive a couple base runners making their way onto the base paths, and it stays 6-0 over Wilmington. We'll head to the bottom of the second in just a bit. Bottom of the second. Ready to get started here is Manny Contreras up for the second time today. He's only back in the first. Everybody got up last inning, including Alfala and Cohen, who batted twice. Contreras starting the second inning. He walked in the first. That began the momentum of that offensive explosion. First pitch gets past Santiago. Gebhard still on the mound. There's a breaking ball for ball 2. Did not catch the outside third. Gebhard 20 pitches in the first inning in relief for MJ Phillips. That one on the inside of the plate does catch the strike zone for strike 1. Two one. Contreras looked at it for just a second. Lays off 3-1. The pitch. Inside again. That one a ball. Contreras with 2 walks on the day. Both Contreras and Alfala back-to-back walks to start their afternoon. Max DiFrancesco singled last inning as Gebhard throws over to first. There's a strike. over to first. That bounces away. Contreras will make his way to second. One of those errors that we talked about last inning allows Contreras to reach scoring position. DeFrancesco can hit one into the outfield and potentially get a seventh run here. A question about the pitch count. The count is 0-2. Try to throw over to second. They've thrown to first and now second base, trying to hold Manny Contreras. Only 2 stolen bases this season. Mind games with Gebhard. That one gets away from him again. A check over to second. Gebhard the pitch. In the dirt again. Two, just off the plate with the off speed. Tried to get DeFrancesco chasing. He lays off, and the count is full. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the second. The error on the throw that allowed Contreras to get the second will go against Jordan Santiago on his throw from home plate to first. And Andrew Hartman looks on a strike. Had that 2 RBI single that began things last inning. After that, 3 straight hitters with RBI singles. Contreras on second. 0-2, no outs. No one misses low. Swing and a miss. Swung at it in the dirt. Gebhard gets his first strikeout of the afternoon. The sun now covered by some clouds and overcast weather looming over Municipal Stadium as we head towards 4:25 this afternoon. Diaz, 2 runners on, 1 out. RBI single for Diaz last inning. And lays off the slider. Pitch inside. Choked up Diaz. Strike one. Breaking ball high. Two one. Hit down the third base line. Is it fair? No, it is not. Brody Gebhard trying to find the second out of the inning. Hold these runners at bay. Ball three. Another full count for these Eagles batters. Payoff pitch. Popped into right. Hostetter trailing over, dropped it. Fair ball. Nope, foul. Held up for just a moment. The first base umpire ruling that he was in foul territory when he dropped it. Braden Hostetter trailing over to his left from right field. So Diaz hit that one a little late, opposite field, and gets a break there. Swung at inside. Gets him on his knees. And fouled it off part of his leg there, Diaz. Diaz just chatting with Ray Skold, Evan Cornwell, making sure that he is good to go along with the training staff. Diaz digging back in, full count. Should be ball four. Diaz hesitated for a minute. I think everybody kind of waited for half a second there. Yeah, ball four. Bases loaded again. Third walk of the inning. Diaz on first, DeFrancesco at second, Contreras at third. Evan Cornwell, RBI single last inning. Drove in the fourth run of the first. Two more came after that, and he swings at that one. One. Evan Cornwell, the lefty. Check swing. Umpire says he did go around. And that's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 down for Cornwell. Second K of the inning for Gebhard. And the number 8 hitter, Hunter Keller, will step in with the bases juiced. Try to get something in this bottom of the second. Breaking ball outside. Gebhard with a look over to second. Another pitch almost skips away. Santiago gets in front of it. Two 2-0. Fouled off. Hunter Keller with 25 RBIs on the season. Heading into this weekend, third on the team behind Hartman and Contreras. Waiting on the 2-1 pitch. Hit right back down the middle. Contreras will score. Rounding third is DeFrancesco. He will score. A 2 RBI single for Hunter Keller. And it's 8-0. Three RBIs on the day for Keller. He drives home 2. That line drive right down the middle. Diaz to third. Runners on the corners for Rene Vega, who reached on a fielder's choice. Stole a bag after that. Swings on the first, a high chopper. Handled by Fleming. The throw over to first. Gebhard going over there to make the third out of the inning. But not before Hunter Keller drives in 2 more off an RBI single. Post leads 8-0 heading to the third inning. Back into the box to start the third inning. The Wilmington Wildcats Give up 2 more runs in the bottom of the second. And with Braden Hostetter at the plate, trying to find some runs of their own. Zion Frazier still on the mound for the Eagles. 27 pitches, 2 full innings of work, and a comebacker there right over the head of Frazier. Hostetter thought about 2. And he's got the first hit of the afternoon for Wilmington. Good start to this 3rd inning. Garrett Quinn, the number 9 hitter at the plate. Playing shortstop today on the left side of the infield. .313 batting average for Quinn. 83 at-bats. Popped up to right field for out number 1. Making the play in right was Hartman. And back to the top of the order. Jordan Santiago, who's been busy behind the plate, laboring through these hit stretches for post. As Frazier throws over. Santiago flew out to right in the first at-bat of the game. First pitch hit deep to left center field. Diaz tracking back and makes the play. Keeps Hostetter at first. And again, you see the range that Diaz has out there in center field. Hard hit ball from Santiago. Not a problem for number 14. So Frazier getting help from his outfield. 2 flyouts, 2 outs. And Tyler Purring hits one to short. Cornwell ate him up. Purring reaches first. We'll see how they score it. Could have been an error. Could have been just a really well hit pitch over to the left side of the infield there with Cornwell. Got in front of it. And Zach Frame, the center fielder, gets another chance at the dish. Flew out to left to finish the first inning. That was that great play Joey Cohen made along the third base line. Ranging over from left. And Frazier with runners on first and second. Had been in this position last inning with a hit by pitch and a walk. Outside third, next the strike zone. The 2-1. Hit to short. Cornwell tries to make the play to second. Didn't reach in time. You can see the wind kicking up the dust there. Did a good job to get a hold of it. Fired it over to Vega at second. Did not beat out the play from Hostetter. Purung, excuse me. So Hostetter at third, Purung at second, and Frame at first. And we'll call it foul. Be hit off his foot. Chase Fleming, the cleanup hitter, Big chance here for Wilmington. Down 8 runs with the bases loaded, 2 outs. You got to think they need at least a couple runs here in the third. Hit to short again. Cornwell gets in front of it, but no time to make the throw. It's an infield single again for Chase Fleming. That left side of the infield has been very busy this inning. Evan Cornwell, multiple balls hit over to him at short. Ball gets away from Contreras. You're starting to see the Wilmington bats wake up. Brian August has said they've won a lot of mash-offs, he calls them, just double-digit runs from each team. Not a lot of defense, he says, and he wants to see some more traditional baseball, but that'll do there, right down the gap. 2 will score. Runners will stay at the corners. It's a 2 RBI single for Brian Klump. Purring and Frame cross home plate on the 2 RBI double. And a 2-out rally here in the top of the third. Cam Trago at the dish now, swings at strike 1. The 0-1, squaring for the bunt. Making the play to first in time. A barehanded throw over by Hunter Keller. Ends the inning and stops the bleeding at 3 runs. Wilmington gets some on the board. They have some life. And Post with a chance to respond in the bottom of the inning. Start of the bottom of the inning here in inning number 3. Wilmington gets 3 runs in the top and a new pitcher to face for this Post lineup. It's number 9, Charlie Porter, stepping onto the mound for the Wildcats. A righty from Newark, Delaware, a freshman. He'll face off against Jesse Alfala, who's earned 2 walks so far this afternoon. He's gotten on base and has helped the Eagles offense get going, getting runners on base. Porter 8 2/3 this season. Hasn't been used a whole lot. There's a ball out to center. Route number 1. Frame making the grab. So fly out to center. And Porter has a quick out number 1. Joey Cohen at the plate. 0 for 2 today. 2 flyouts to right field. Porter with a 7.27 ERA, making his 12th appearance. And 1 start on the year. Coming in here trying to just hold things at bay, but Joey Cohen has other ideas, getting his first hit of the game. He's aboard with 1 out. And Manny Contreras back up to bat. Manny Contreras, 2 walks, just like Alfala in the leadoff spot. The number 3 hitter here, Contreras, way inside, almost was hit. Really jumped out of the way for that one. And Cohen on first. Again, way inside. That one hits him in the back. Contreras wears it. He will earn his 3rd walk of the day. After a quick first out for Charlie Porter, excuse me. He's got 2 runners now to deal with on the base paths at the heart of this Eagles lineup now. Max DiFrancesco with a single and a walk already today and has crossed home plate both times. A first pitch swing out into left field. Cohen will score from second. An RBI single for DiFrancesco. And Post starting right where they left off in the second. Runs in every single inning now to start, and it's early. We're only 3 1/3 through this one for this Wilmington pitching staff. Andrew Hartman, the number 5 hitter, 1 for 2 on the day, a single, 2 RBI single. Got Post their first 2 runs of the game in the first inning, and in the second, struck out swinging. That pitch is high. 2-0 count to Hartman. Contreras on second. DiFrancesco on first. And the Eagles lead 9-3. 8 hits already. Porter's pitch. A ball. 3-1. look over to second. Delivers. Strike two. Charlie Porter, 5 strikeouts on the year. Would love one right now. Or even a grounder in the infield. But instead, another walk worked by the Post Eagles. The bases are loaded again with Kevin Diaz. Awaits in the on-deck circle. Stepping up now, Diaz, a single and a walk so far today. 2 runners in scoring position. After a quick chat with Porter on the mound, he'll prepare to face Diaz. We've seen him make some spectacular plays in the field out in center. And could really take the lid off this one here. A 6-run lead with 1 out. Hit right over to short. And a double play, a crushing end to the 3rd inning. Not much you can do there for Max DiFrancesco at second. And it's a 6-4 double play to end the 3rd. 9-3 Post as we look towards the start of the 4th inning. Top of the 4th here from Municipal Stadium. Stephen Catch, the number 7 hitter, ready to go for Wilmington. Post finds 1 more run at the bottom of the 3rd. And a check swing, strike 1. Get things started here in the 4th. Zion Frazier still out there to begin the 4th inning. High and tight there, swung on foul. Oh, 2. Check swing. Frazier, 43 pitches so far. Most of those coming last inning where Wilmington put up 3 runs to cut the deficit to 5 before Post extended it back to 6. Giving up 4 hits, has 1 strikeout, facing his 16th batter of the afternoon here. Strike 3. Got him swinging for strikeout number 2. Catch sits down, and Braden Hostetter, who began things last inning with a single, ended up scoring. And back up to the plate. Off speed outside. 1-0. That one gets away at the backstop. Fastball just misses high, 3-0 to Hostetter. Took until the 3rd inning to get his first AB. Got the single. And now with a 3-1 count. And 2 quick strikes. Has this count full. Popped up, that will escape. With 1 out here for Wilmington. Still a lot of baseball left in this one. Payoff pitch. Hit into the gap, but Vega finds himself under it, but the throw is not in time. The shift had Vega closer over to first base. He made up a lot of ground to get in front of it. But Hostetter beats him out to get the infield single. And it's back-to-back singles for Hostetter in the 3rd and 4th inning. The 9-hole hitter, Garrett Quinn, back up to the plate, flew out to right last inning. And a big hack there for strike 1. Throw over to first. Again, throwing back over. Hostetter 3 stolen bags this season. Swearing for a bunt now, Quinn. Didn't lay it down. Now with 2 strikes. Not going to be an option. Yo, 2. Big swing and a miss for strike 3. The throw over to first just misses. A good throw over there from Contreras. We saw Hostetter with that healthy lead. 2 strikeouts this inning for Zion Frazier. And 2 outs with a man on first with the top of the order. At bat, Jordan Santiago, a chopper to third. Short, Cornwell handles the funky bounce for the 3rd out of the inning. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Post survives, and they lead 9-3. Bottom of the fourth here between Post and Wilmington. Taking a look at the CACC standings right now. And Coach Skold said it when I spoke with him. It's really a dogfight in the middle class of the standings. If you look basically from where Post is in fourth place at 13-9, down to Dominican at 11-11 in that final playoff spot. Only 2 games separating all those teams. Post 1 game back from Jefferson in third. 4 games back of Wilmington, who is in second place. 17-5 in the conference, only behind Goldie Beacom. 1 game ahead of the Wildcats. Top 8 make the conference tournament. Top 4 host the first round. And then it's the double elimination after that first round between the remaining 4 teams. Porter to start the inning for the Wildcats. Evan Cornwell back up to the plate. RBI single in the first, struck out in the second. Bites at that one, and quickly in an 0-2 hole. Pitch inside in the dirt. Porter with the 1-2. Inside again. Knotted up 2-2. Hunter Keller on deck, has 3 RBIs today. That one hit to short, but ate him up. Quinn couldn't field it clean. And Cornwell, the shortstop who had that happen to him last inning, the last couple innings, gets the opposite end of it this time as the base runner. They called that an error on Cornwell. I expect they'll do the same for Quinn. It's an E6, Cornwell on first, and no outs for Hunter Keller. Another throw over to Cornwell. Cornwell 2 for 3 on stolen base attempts this season. See if there's any movement there. Breaking ball. Santiago stays in front of it. Bounces in the dirt again. Another look over to first at Cornwell. At the 2-out count. A third throw over. Inside off speed. It's the inside third for strike one. Keller with an RBI in the first. And then a 2 RBI single in the second. Runner goes. The throw. Not in time. Well, Porter had good reason to worry about Cornwell over at first. Now in scoring position at second. Porter's now reached 20 pitches on the day. Another one gets in the dirt. Cornwell goes to third. No throw. And a ball 4 for Keller to go with it. Rene Vega, the number 9 hitter. Reach on a fielder's choice in the first. And grounded out to first in the second inning. Runners on the corners for him, no outs. Inside, gets past Santiago. Cornwell struts home. Double digits for the Eagles. Keller moves to second. Porter needing some control here. A 1-out count to Vega. Misses just outside. Two oh outside again. Just misses the outside third. Eight walks for Post this afternoon. Porter delivers a strike. The Eagles are first in the CACC in walks total at 197 coming into today. Two quick strikes from Porter. The count is full. Keller takes his lead at second. A look over at him from Porter. And the payoff pitch. Outside, another walk worked from Post. The second this inning. Both Keller and Vega reaching the base paths on walks. And the top of the lineup back up for the Eagles and Ray Skold. Off-speed pitch drops off the plate. One zero. Saw it late. Keller at second. Vega at first. One run in the third inning, now one more run in the fourth. After 8 runs in the first 2, another that just almost got past Santiago with his glove. 2-1 from Porter. Breaking ball hit to left field. Down the line. Making the grab, Trago for out number 1. Had to range out there towards the foul line. Alfalo flies out for the second straight at bat. Joey Cohen, who reached on a single in the third, up here with a runner in scoring position, looks at strike 1. Bounces way in front. Both runners advance. Vega to second, Keller to third. Both have reached on a walk. And 1-1. In the dirt. Santiago gets a piece to prevent it from skipping back to the backstop. Pitch for Cohen. He looks at it. 3-1. Off speed. Gets the inside third. Fills up the count. Cohen, 11 RBIs this season. 4 doubles. He has 16 walks. Check swing and earns his 17th walk of the season. Loads the bases again for the Eagles with Manny Contreras walking up to the plate. Contreras 3 walks on the afternoon. A big spot for him. Mercy rule with a 10-run lead after 7 innings. Something to keep in mind. The lead is 7 now. Only 1 out. Contreras looks at another. Way behind him, hits him in the back. And it's back-to-back hit by pitches for Contreras. It's 2 walks and 2 hit by pitches. Correction there. Regardless, he's reached base every single time. Keller walks home. Second run of the inning. 11-3 now. Vega to third, Cohen to second. Now a visit to the mound with Porter. We'll see if his day is done and whether they'll stick with him for the rest of the inning. It's going to be a new pitcher in for Wilmington, Garrett Overby. Another freshman arm. Another from Lancaster, PA, along with Brody Gebhard, who appeared earlier in this one. Overby a 5.79 ERA, only 4.2 innings pitched. Coming in here with the Wildcats down 8 runs. Lost the first game yesterday 16-6, mercied after 8. And then come back and win the second game 4-0. Post looking to make up some ground and solidify themselves in the top 4 of the CACC. With a win, they would go 1 game above Felician, who they split with on this past Wednesday. They also face middle of the week, take a road trip to Felician to finish the 3 games they play against them this season. Overby, along with some work on the mound, also has 10 at-bats this season. 4 hits to go with that. And now in a high-pressure spot, Max DiFrancesco up to the plate, bases loaded. Vega on third, Cohen on second, Contreras on first. Looks at that. It was a 1-1 count. Last inning ended in a double play for Post. Trying to avoid that here. Breaking ball into the zone. The 2-2. Overby misses. Low and outside. Eleven RBIs for DiFrancesco, including 2 homers. Now full count. Strike 3. DiFrancesco goes down looking. They're out number 2. Andrew Hartman, the number 5 hitter, try to take advantage of 3 runners on base. Pitch inside, just missed on the inside third. And Wilmington started the game with MJ Phillips, a lefty that have since switched to a couple right-handed arms. And Overby with a 2-0 count here against Hartman. Got 2 RBIs on the day. That 2 RBI single in the first that began the scoring for Post. That one way inside, almost caught Hartman on the leg. And it's 3-0 to the Bethel, Connecticut native. Misses ball 4. Wildcats walk in another run, giving up their 10th walk on the day. Post is known for drawing these walks, and they've been doing it today. Still have 9 hits to go with double-digit walks, but the lead is 12-3. The 9-run advantage as Kevin Diaz digs in here with bases loaded again. It's Cohen at third, Contreras at second, and Hartman at first. Off speed, hits the outside third. The 1-1, fouled off down the first base line. Diaz with a single and a walk, grounded out into a double play to short last inning. Looking at a 1-2 count. Hit right back down the middle, hits off the cleat, and making the throw over is Overby for out number 3. Gets out of the jam, but the Wildcats give up 3 runs. It's 12-3 Post, heading to the 5th inning. Top of the 5th from Municipal Stadium in Waterbury, Connecticut. Zion Frazier going out there to start the 5th inning. If he's able to get through this one, it would tie the longest outing he's had this season. Pitched 5 innings against Chestnut Hill on March 21st. Only gave up 1 hit in that appearance, 2 walks. Given up 3 runs so far today. 59 pitches, 5 hits, 3 Ks. Has to deal with the top of the order for the 3rd time through now as Tyler Perung, the second baseman, up to bat. Fastball high. On deck, Chase Fleming, who drove in the first run for Wilmington in the 3rd. That one popped up foul. Bounces in the dirt. Perung, a 389 average, 26 RBIs, 37 hits for the number 2 hitter today. Reached on an error. It to Cornwell, bobbled it for a second, throw over, not in time. Perung beats out the throw. The initial bobble from Cornwell. And it'll be Zach Frame, the number 3 hitter, up to bat now. Fouled off behind. Frame flew out to left in the first. Singled in the third and ended up scoring. Runner goes to second. Throw is off. Backed up by Vega. So Perung in at second now, in scoring position. The 1-1 to Frame. Outside third, strike. 1-2 to the lefty. Frazier misses low. Two-two pitch. And the dirt again. Count is full for Frame. Hit to left field. Going under it for out number one. Chase Fleming, the first baseman, up to bat with a man on second. Again, bouncing in front of Contreras. Gets into the outfield. Cullen is in front. Holds up the runner at third. And runners on the corners with one out. And Brian Klump can do some damage here. Second hit of the day for Fleming. Another lefty in the heart of this lineup. Klump, the DH. Frazier low again. Fleming reaching second base on the wild pitch there. And Klump looking at a 2-0 count. Chance to get aggressive here. Two runners in scoring position. Chopper to first. Skips foul. DeFrancesco was there. 2-1. Fastball, low and outside. The delivery, again slapped over to first, but foul. Full count. Breaking ball, ball 4. Tried to drop that one back into the zone, couldn't do it. Now the bases are juiced with Cam Trago. Grounded out to short in the second and then third in the third inning. That barehanded play from Hunter Keller to end the third inning. Up with 3 runners on. Just having a chat with Zion Frazier on the mound. See if they stick with him for the rest of this inning. Got the flyout against Frame. 2 singles by Perung and Fleming. And you add the most recent walk from Klump. And that's how you have 3 runners on the base paths for the lefty, Cam Trago. A .426 average for number 3, playing left field today. 27 RBIs, 46 hits. You need him to find some runs here if this one's going to get interesting. 9-run deficit. Midpoint of this game. Breaking ball slides in. 1-1. Gonna pause here. Contreras caught something in his eye, it looks like. Perung over there at third. Fleming at second. Pitch, fouled back. Frazier deals. Another pop-up back out for another foul ball. Another one fouled right back. Count remains 1-2. Just outside. The 2-2. High and tight, strike 3. Another K for Zion Frazier, his 4th of the day, and a big one there as he sits down Cam Trago for out number 2. Stefan Catch, the third baseman, struck out last time up. Breaking ball high and inside. Flew out to center to end the second inning. Hits that one to right field. Hartman's under it to end the inning. Post survives a bases loaded jam, and Zion Frazier is through 5 innings of work. With the Eagles up 12-3, we head to the bottom of the 5th here from Municipal Stadium. Bottom of the 5th inning with Evan Cornwell to start things here. Cornwell 2 singles on the day. Stole a base last inning. Struck out in the second. So 2 for 3 on the day for the shortstop. Hit softly to short. Trying to beat out the throw, but not in time for out number 1. Quinn's throw from short beats Cornwell. 6-3 putout for out number 1 as Hunter Keller back up to the plate. First pitch to Keller, strike 1. Garrett Overby still out there, the freshman on the mound. Way high there, almost caught him in the helmet. Hard hack, foul. 1-2. Keller with 3 RBIs on the day, 2 singles. 2 RBI single in the second inning. Made it 8-0 after 2 innings. That one way outside from Overby. the dirt for ball 3. Breaking ball outside for ball number 4. The walks continue for the Eagles. Another one aboard as Keller reaches base for the 4th time today. His second walk. And Rene Vega, 9-hole hitter with 1 out, has a runner on base. Keller, the third baseman, drawing another walk. Ray Skold said that those two on the left side of the infield with him and Evan Cornwall so reliable as upperclassmen. Played really good defense this year, anchoring this group. And Keller has stepped up big today against this Wilmington team who second place in the CACC. But the bats have been hot this afternoon. 9 hits for Post. 9-run lead. Runner goes. Keller is in there in time. Three stolen bases on the day from the bottom of the lineup. The 7, 8, and 9 hitters, Cornwell, Keller, and Vega, all with a stolen bag now. Strike 3, looking. Vega sits down. Top of the order back up with Alfala. He's got Keller at second. Potential to drive him in with anything hit into the outfield. First pitch. In for a strike. Breaking ball catches Alfala. Now 3 times a Post player has been hit by a pitch and reached first. 2 walks for Alfala. Add a hit by pitch now. He's had an at-bat in all 5 innings. Just shows you how quickly the lineup has turned over with all those hits, especially in the first 2 innings. Now the number 2 bat, Joey Cohen. Runners on first and second. Trying to bring some runs across with 2 outs. Breaking ball in. Hit sharp to third. Gets through. And one will score as Cohen gets an RBI. Keller with some hustle, scoring from second after stealing the base to set him up there. Manny Contreras, breaking ball high and tight on the catcher, Manny Contreras. 2 walks and 2 times he's been hit by a pitch. Had a grand slam yesterday in the first game of the doubleheader in the 6th inning. And then it was that 10-run 8th inning in game 1 that really blew things open. Chopper to third. Throw over is in time to end the inning. But not before Post gets one across with a Joey Cohen RBI single. And it's double-digit lead for the Eagles. They lead 13-3, heading to the top of the sixth. Top of the sixth with a new pitcher on the mound for Post, Harvey Valera, the senior from the Dominican Republic, taking things over from Zion Frazier, who put together 5 innings of work, 88 pitches for him, 4 strikeouts, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs. Bounces in the dirt. Valera 12.21 ERA this season, 24 and a third innings pitched, 14 strikeouts. Appearing in his 9th game this season. Transfer from Calhoun Community College previously. And the senior getting a look here in the 6th inning in a game that the Eagles have under control as of now. 10-run lead, double-digit hits on the day, 12 walks, and 3 times being hit by a pitch. They're getting on base any way they can. Add 3 stolen bases to the mix. It's been the perfect formula for the Eagles this afternoon. Looking like they're going to win 2 out of 3 against the Wildcats, as Valera walks the number 8 hitter Braden Hostetter. 3 times on base for number 16, 2 singles, and now a walk. First strike to Quinn. Flew out to right and struck out in the 4th. Popped up foul. The top of the order awaits after Quinn. 0-2 outside with the fastball. ball there. Just missing. Tied up 2-2 for Quinn. The runner on first. Breaking ball misses outside again. Double play potential here with any grounder. That one hit deep into center field. Diaz is under it comfortably for out number one. Top of the order. Fourth time through now. Jordan Santiago looking for his first hit of the day. Flew out to right, flew out to center, and then grounded out to short in the fourth inning to end the fourth. Throw over to Hostetter. Coming up for the Eagles, a road trip to Felician in a couple days on April 14th. They'll travel there on Tuesday, and then a 3-game set versus Georgian Court next weekend. Same format, 2 on the road Saturday, 1 at home next Sunday. Grounder to short, double play potential. There's 1 and there's 2. A quick inning from Harvey Valera and the Eagles defense. Right back to work in the bottom of the 6th coming up. It remains 13-3. Bottom of the 6th here for Post. The 10-run lead. So if they pad some more runs on here, or if Wilmington does not cut it to under 10 runs, the mercy rule will be in effect after 7 innings. Max DiFrancesco up to the dish again. Check swing, strike 1. DiFrancesco, 2 singles, a walk, and a strikeout. The strikeout coming most recently in the 4th. 1 RBI on the day for the first baseman. There's a called strike. The pitch, another check swing. That time a ball. Way inside, almost caught him. And a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Zarnecki, number 26. From Newark, Delaware. And a swing and a miss. I'll say fouled off. DeFrancesco stays alive against Zarnecki. 9 2/3 innings this season, a 6.52 ERA. Has 10 strikeouts. His 12th appearance of the season. Just getting some reps in this spot here, down 10 runs. And Post drawing another walk, their 13th of the afternoon. More walks than RBIs at the moment. Andrew Hartman up to the plate for the 5th time today. Breaking ball, back door for strike one. 3 RBIs for Hartman. 1 hit, 2 walks. Grounder to third. Double play potential here. The 1-2-3. And that's 2 quick outs for the Wildcats. 5-6-3 double play. And Kevin Diaz will step up with none on and 2 outs. A quick 2-0 count for Diaz here. With a hit and a walk today, along with an RBI. Add in some plays in the field. All-around effort from the Eagles center fielder. Liner into left and hit right towards Trago. Didn't have to move too far for that for the final out of the 6th inning. Wilmington needs some runs or else this game's going to end early. 13-3. Post leads heading into the 7th. Top of the 7th, Post in Wilmington. Eagles leading 13-3. Double-digit lead as we head to the 7th inning here. Tyler Purring digs in. Wilmington needs at least one run to avoid the mercy rule. One 0. Another ball. Deep drive to right field. Hartman going back and making the play for out number 1. Swinging, strike 1 for Zach Frame, number 3 hitter. A single back in the 3rd inning. Rolls back to the backstop. Chase Fleming on deck, one of the bright spots today for Wilmington. 2 hits and an RBI. Hostetter, the other Wildcat, with 2 hits. Right after Fleming is Brian Klump, who has 2 RBIs. The other 2 to go with Fleming's 1. Make up the 3 runs that the Wildcats have put on the board. A sharp one to right. That one will drop. Hartman will throw in as Frame earns a single with 1 out. And Chase Fleming up to the dish. Fastball hits the top part of the zone. Valera came in last inning. Pretty quick work, ended in a double play. A throw out to second way high. And a bobble out in center. That's going to allow Frame to trot over to third. A stolen base to second and then an error. The stolen base for Frame. Error for Contreras. The throw behind the plate. The runner 90 feet away. Wilmington can extend the game if they get that runner across, at least for the moment. Late swing down the first baseline, foul. Fleming hit by a pitch in the second. 2 singles, his last 2 at-bats. Deep drive, right center. Diaz under it. He'll make the catch, the throw home. A better throw than you'd think. Big arm out there from Diaz. sac fly for Fleming. Diaz really gave him a chance there at home plate. So Frame scores 13-4. Popped up down the third base line. That'll escape into the Eagles' dugout. Bullpen. Way out there down the third base line. Valera working with a 1-2 count, 2 outs. One more strike to end this top half. Brian Klump at the plate, the DH. 2 walks on the day. Chopper to short, handled by Cornwell for out number 3. Wildcats get 1 run on the board. Post needs 1 in the bottom of the inning to make it double digits. We'll see if they can do it when we come back. The 7, 8, 9 hitters due up in the 7th. Evan Cornwell, the shortstop, up to bat now. Two for 4 on the day is Cornwell. A single in the first and a single in the 4th. It's been busy in the field. A lot of balls hit to him at short. Slider in off the plate. And the 1-0 from Zarnecki, a strike. Late on it, foul. The 1-2 pitch. Chopped to second. A quick bobble there, and it allows Cornwell to reach first base. Perrung held on to it for a couple more pumps, and it cost him there as Cornwell gets on base. Hunter Keller back up. First pitch hit to third. Off the glove. Now the throw over is in time. The effort there from Catch and Quinn combining with the gloves puts away Keller. Cornwell reaches second on the throw over to first, so Rene Vega, the number 9 hitter, with a runner in scoring position and with an RBI, double-digit game would put the mercy rule into effect. Fouled back in an 0-2 hole. A check over at second with Cornwall. Fouled over the post dugout. Cornwell at second with a stolen base already today. Vega also has a stolen base. And they throw back over to second. Grounder to second. A hopper to first for out number 2. Cornwell moves to third. Top of the order. The 6th time through the batting order this afternoon. As we head into the evening. First pitch hit out to center field. And Wilmington survives for now. A 9-run lead for Post stays that way. Heading to the top of the 8th. To the top of the 8th we go with Post leading 13-4. A 9-run lead for the Eagles, well in control of this one. Wilmington did find a run last inning to get it under double digits and avoid the mercy rule. It was Chase Fleming with the sac fly that scored Zach Frame from third. There's a pop-up from Trago. Jumping over into the bullpen there, Hunter Keller. Six, seven, eight hitters, Trago, Catch, and Hostetter due up here for the Wildcats. A swing and a miss from Trago and an 0-2 count. Still looking for his first hit of the day. Cam Trago grounded out in his first two at-bats and a strikeout last time. There's a comebacker. Fouled back, excuse me. Back towards us. The pitch. High and tight. Hit to first. Valera over to make the play. (3-1) as they put away Trago for the fourth time today. First pitch, a line drive into center for a single. The pinch hitter, number 29, Zach Rosenzweig. Rosenzweig, the sophomore from Massapequa, New York, pinch hitting. And like the first pitch he saw, so Valera has a runner on first to deal with now. First pitch swung on again. Braden Hostetter keeping the bats hot for Wilmington. 2 on with 1 out. Another pinch hitter here, Ben Cordry, a redshirt freshman from Dagsboro, Delaware. Transfer over from Queens College in North Carolina a couple seasons ago. Looks at a pitch high for ball 1. Another one fouled off. Two pinch hitters in the top of the 8th. Brian August getting some bats off the bench, some work late in this one. 1-1 count. Hit opposite field by Cordry. That'll load the bases. Rosenzweig stays at third. And Harvey Valera has to work his way out of this in the 8th inning. Another pinch hitter, the third of the inning. Diego Zerpa from Venezuela, the sophomore. Fastball for strike 1 outside third. Cordry at first, Hostetter at second, and Rosenzweig at third. Grounder to short. Double play potential, the first and the second. A huge defensive effort there helping out Valera from Cornwell and Company in the infield. It remains 13-4, heading to the bottom of the inning. Bottom of the eighth for the Eagles. Still 13-4. And another chance to mercy rule here, an inning early. Joey Cohen, the left fielder, has made some great plays out in left. Done some work at the dish as well. 2 singles, worked a walk, which has been the story of today's game. 13 walks. Sharply to third. The chopper unable to be dealt with by the defensive sub, Dylan Jackson. Coming in at third, and Joey Cohen, an infield single to start the eighth. Manny Contreras. No hits, but 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches, and most recently grounded out to third. Still on the mound for Wilmington is Zach Sarnecki. And he's got a 1-1 count against one of the hottest batters on the Eagles. And just as I say that, a liner into center. Cohen extends it to third. And might have had some time to extend that to home and score from first. So Max DiFrancesco with no outs can put this one to bed with the mercy rule with Cohen over at third. A single from Contreras, his first hit of the game, believe it or not. And the runner will go. He'll take his free stolen base. 0-1. Right back down the middle, and that will do it. DiFrancesco drives home Cohen to put the mercy rule in effect, and Post wins Game 3 of this weekend series 14-4, a dominant victory back on their home diamond. And they take this series 2 out of 3 against the number 2 team in the CACC. A big win for the Eagles as they look ahead to their matchup on Tuesday on the road against Felician in the final couple weeks of this season. Post improved to 20-19, 14-9 in the conference. Wilmington 25-12, 17-6. And they'll remain in second place in the CACC. Post now only half a game back of Jefferson, with one more loss than Jefferson in third place. We'll be back shortly with an interview with the players. Hang on, and we'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, Post winning 14-4 here at Municipal Stadium. I'm here with Zion Frazier, who got the win today. Zion, great win. 5 innings of work from you. Just walking through your performance today.
Just plan was just trying to get ahead early, attack, use all my pitches for strikes, trust the defense. It's a windy day. It's tough to hit here at Municipal. So, Kev, Joey making nice plays out in the outfield for me. Keller picking me up a couple times, and Korn keeping a lot of balls in the infield. Just trusting my defense, letting them work.
In those last couple innings there, they weren't the quickest ones. You had some help in the defense early on, but you had to grind through those last couple innings to finish off with the 5 total. What was your mindset and your mentality just pushing through those couple innings there, a couple mound visits, just to really pushing through there? Talk to me about that. I
wanted to be the guy to finish it. I wanted to get out of it. I mean, my goal was 5 or 6 at least, and I got that done. I had to get a bounce back start, so I needed to go some distance. I needed it. Needed it, yeah.
Well, it was an awesome performance from you. Harvey finished it off with the 3 innings after that, and you guys get the win. So great job. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
And, good luck rest of the season.
Thank you.
Now we'll be joined by Max. All right.
Cool.
You good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So I'm here with Max DiFrancesco. Max, great game.
Thank you.
Obviously, I'll ask first, so we'll talk to you about the last hit there, the end of the game, technically, with the mercy rule. Just walk me through that moment there.
Yeah, first pitch slider, he attacked me with all sliders last AB, I think with the exception of, one fastball. So I knew he was going to come at me with that early. I saw one, and then the second one I wanted to jump on it. Hit it up the middle, squared it up, so it was good. It was a good swing.
Yeah, you were a part of the first 2 innings, heart of that order that really opened this game up. 8 runs in the first 2 innings. I think you had the first hit of the game after a couple walks. What went into those first 2 innings, just attacking those guys and getting ahead early in those first couple innings early?
Yeah, I think after the second game yesterday, we wanted to come in and make some adjustments, really live the other way, keep working good at bats, and I think that was, as a whole, our goal for today, and I think we accomplished that really well early on.
A game against Felician on the road upcoming on Tuesday. Can you talk to me about that game and maybe just looking ahead for the last couple weeks of the regular season?
Yeah, with the Felician game, it's a big game for us, trying to take the series there. It would be huge to take a couple series in a row and get us going in the last stretch of the season. So I think we're taking it one game at a time, try to get that win, and then go on from there.
All right, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Again, Post winning 14-4 over Wilmington, taking the weekend series here in Waterbury.
Cool.